Yeah, because we just had to move on.
But I want to commend you for breaking it up so nicely. You guys really got creative with the language on those calls. It was awesome.
Thanks to Lauren's father, actually.
For a good time call.
We had sent my dad the script early on in the process because he really likes movies. He's pretty creative and funny.
And a little uptight.
And his
name is really Scott.
Yeah, and so we sent him the script, and he was like, you know, you have to really be more creative with the penis language. You know, there's lots of other words out there. And so we went through and
like, you can't fuck too many times or cock or whatever. So we just sort of had to start coming up with other things.
Is he still upset that Wang is not in the movie, or is that you? I remember there was discussion of Wang.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
You can never discuss Wang enough.
That'll be in the sequel.
I can't wait for the sequel.
Katie has a title.
Yeah, let's get it right here.
I just have a personal question. So you went to FSU, right?
Yes, I did. We both went to school, yeah.
Did you live in Hollywood, Katie?
Oh, God.
Stalker!
You know Samantha Mahoney?
Yes, I do.
Whoa.
We'll talk after this. This is really weird. For a second, I was like, is this my first creeper stalker? And I started to like it, but I'm kind of scared.
kind of scared. I was like,
oh, yeah.
She was telling me about the whole stuff, and I was like, hey, I know you. Oh,
That's awesome. Yeah, that's my childhood best friend who knows you.
I saw a hand way in the back row up there.
So for pretty much everybody, what's the funniest scene in the movie? Like, you always laugh at it every single time you see it.
All right, why don't you start?
Well, I mean, I like our movie. I giggle often, but I don't know if it's the scene that I laugh the most at, but I really like the scene, at the end is probably my favorite, but I also really like when I catch Lauren masturbating, and that was a day that we were particularly having just like a really fun day, and you know, and it's that stuff where just energetically I feel like you can, maybe just when you know it, but like you can sense when like there are days when we're really having fun and you can see it on film, and I feel like that, and then when we go in the bathroom and we talk about the shower I had and my date, I love that stuff because we were just having a really fun time together, so I think that's just one of my faves.
I mean, there are so many parts that I love, obviously. But the part that always gets me, and the part that was not in the script and was a huge surprise, was when Justin picked up Precious Zelda and did a Lion King.
oh, people know.
That's Lauren's real dog, by the way.
Aww.
We cast her in the movie. She worked cheap.
She's so talented.
She has no idea she was in the film.
I have to say, I'm super proud of the ending. I remember when Katie and I wrote the ending and just being like, oh my God, we've got it. And so,
we just snuck in towards the end here, and every time we were like, oh my God, the ending!
They're all phone sex calls.
But I guess my favorite scene is my scene. I don't know if you saw me in the back of that cab.
Oh!
Whenever I see myself with, I weighed about 4 pounds heavier then, so you probably don't recognize me. When I see myself, I just crack up every time.
Wait, do I get to say my favorite?
Yeah.
Spanx. Spanx.
Thanks.
Sweet bag you put together for your friends.
tote bag.
Tote bag. The Spanx dance was fabulous.
Oh, and speaking of the Spanx, that reminds me of Booty Shake. You guys, I don't know if you know the Honey Badger. Honey Badger Don't Care.
Yes.
He did a spoof of our trailer, and it's on the YouTube.
Ooh.
So if you Google it, he just narrates the trailer. It's super funny. You should check it out.
Nice.
Any other questions? Yeah, right here.
How did you put it together? I felt like the movie was like based around like a little bit of Girl 6 and a little bit of American Pie. Did you have either movie in mind with making it?
You know, we never really had another movie in mind, and in fact, I mean, because it came from my phone sex experience, and Lauren and I met in college, and I didn't like her right away. She, you know, she asked me where the recycling was, and she had her long brown hair, and her boyfriend had a guitar, And she had the Dave Matthews t-shirt on, and I was like, oh God, I can't deal with her. I knew she was never going to get me. But then we did get each other. So that was sort of where it was coming from, that kind of a place. And we wanted to fill that hole where are movies with women as the leads right now, like that aren't trying to get the guy, and they're not just falling down laughing. And movies without guns and explosions and everybody with a cape.
Really just wanted to make a movie that we wanted to see.
Like, I like Clueless. Where's that movie now? Yeah, I like Working Girl, and I like movies from the 80s, and, you know, that's what we wanted to sort of celebrate that, and Bridesmaids sort of opened up the world for that, and we've been trying to sell this thing forever, and then after it came out, we were like, let's make it ourselves, girls are going to like it. So, and then, to your question, the look and feel and the vibe of the movie, we didn't know quite how it was all going to work until Jamie came along, and then he sort of gave his spin on it.
And we bonded over these 80s movies, like the Bette Midler and the Goldie Hawn and the Shelley Long, Shelley Long, all of them. So we bonded. So we didn't. I mean, I never thought when I first read the script. I mean, of course, I thought about other phone sex movies, but like Girl 6 is really dark, right?
Yeah, it is pretty dark.
And I remember Jennifer Jason Leigh in Shortcuts, kind of ordering a pizza with like kids in each arm doing phone sex, and everything was so dark that was out there.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think about other references specifically. It was more about, you know, it seemed like a take on phone sex that I had never seen, and so it was more like an 80s tonal outrageous fortune kind of thing that inspired me.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy one to be like, it's E.T. meets Gremlins. Like, there was no this meets that. It was like, Katie meets Lauren. Like, that's all we really knew until we had it, until we were shooting. So, sort of crazy.
Any other questions? Yeah, right here.
For my screenwriting teacher.